part 2. Let's see, so actually I would like to look at a chart for a healer, which we have here. So this is a chart of a healer, and let's see, the south node is in Ophiuchus. That's the 13th astrological sign. And at this time, we have a lot of healers who have been towing the line, holding the line. They've been doing their work. They've been doing their thing so that the masses of Americans and the rest of the world can join forces and kick into their north node. I have had several confirmations from others that I have spent time with, and we're all having to sleep in a bit more because there's a lot of work that needs to happen in the stars, and what we see and experience does get reported back to where it needs to go. And it's those on the other side who happen to be accessing our experiences and what we witness. Now, this is a significant healer primarily because once this healer, or I would say a healer is anybody with any of these planets in Ophiuchus, or even a little bit before. 3 degrees or 72 hours after a planet leaves Ophiuchus and is in the first 3 degrees of Sagittarius, that makes them at the galactic center, also known as destiny. These are people with access to the future who come in. Essentially, this individual would be letting go of second house. This is actually a healer who happens to enable everybody to let go of their second house. South Node is about the past and letting go of unhealthy default patterns. Second house is of self resources. And then they can start to go into their, let's see, into the North Node direction, which is the North Node in the 8th house is to explore what's on the heavenly plane as opposed to what's here in the earthly plane. And what's for the east, we can be looking at what is on the west. The west being something to figure out. It's different for everybody, but I just make these little quadrants and I give them these sections because I'm still figuring this out. But essentially, once the Republic is restored, the healers have done their work. They will continue to do their work, but what it is, I should say, the work of the healers has enabled everybody else to move in the direction of their north node. If people don't go towards their north node, then they are essentially going to have the universe shove things, slowly strip away things that make them comfortable so that they can eventually find their north node and experience it. Yes, so that's a good way to explain that. And just come out of here. So when the American Republic is restored, we're essentially heading towards our North Node, learning healthy character development and enabling others' growth. The experiences include being a newbie, and you can identify where one's north node is in a link that I'll put in the video description. This is a time to transition from what's comfortable. Being a couch potato might not apply anymore, but letting go of unhealthy default patterns. Let's see, unconscious ability, past cycles, and spiritual liberation. This is really what it's all about, this whole process that we're going through. We need the dark in order to appreciate the light in the future node. Let's see. So now I'd like to close up with this little dream that I had this morning. I was in a room and there was, it was being cleared out, with the exception of about, this is Tony Randall, and we have Captain Kirk and Spock. So this is actually a message not for the henchmen anymore. I have another message for you there. But this is for someone within. Someone within the cycle that ends with myself. Those born between 1900 all the way up to about April 20th, 1971. My best guess is this individual is going to be older than myself. Now, it is not appreciated that it may not be tolerated that the work that's been done to be stolen, or that the individual who signed the document is not to be cut out. And it is necessary for those who have been made aware of this possibility. It's not a possibility. It was never a probability to even consider. This is an individual who needs to be straightened out, because this is not going to be tolerated by the noble patriarchy. Now, in this dream that I had with these three characters, the room was being cleared out and there was a table. There was a card table that was being set up. And Tony Randall had taken a look underneath the table, and what he saw was a setup. It was a rigged card table, and from what I could see, it was rigged with copper. And down on the floor there was also a mark of a piece of copper that was where the one who would get ahead, who could cheat the others, would be sitting in that spot. Now, Tony Randall, who plays the odd couple, he's the neat freak there, he was the one who had said, who had asked Captain Kirk and Spock if they wanted to play a game of cards. And that's when I realized, this has to be revealed as a no-go. Just as easy as it was set up, and it was not easy. I tell you, nobody else had done it. But to play the game and to cut me out, it's not acceptable. It would be very easy to put an end to what I had set up. So I just wanted to put that out there because I don't lose anything and I don't give anything away. So you've got some time. You've got some time before the Republic is restored to take action with this individual who had spoken in secret to try to take out my work without me. It doesn't go anywhere without me. Smo Love True, out for now.